You're welcome to today's edition of BACA News, covering and keeping you updated on news, events, parties, community development happening across and within African communities living across Asia. My name is Harry, and you're on to ALASCOSPICETV, bringing Africa closer to Asia. Talk and live, no time to tell time. Now the headlines. Marlians celebrated 2 years anniversary in Cambodia of playing football at Fun FC Stadium, Cambodia. Gang and court fight among Nigerians living in Cambodia, and Epassport update courtesy of Nido, Cambodia, and Do It All set to shut down Phnom Penh on the 12th of December 2021. News in details. Last Sunday, there was such a wonderful wonderful football event that took place in African community in Cambodia, and the venue was Fun FC training ground, or you call it stadium. There's a group of people who came together 2 years ago. Among the Africans, the group consists of Nigerians, Cameroonians, Ghanaians, and the rest of the African country, even non-Africans playing in the Marlian team. Marlians are just a group of young guys who come together to enjoy football. It consists of professionals and non-professionals players in Cambodia, as well as those who relocated into Cambodia recently. It's a wonderful event. It was such a wonderful event that saw a lot of people. I haven't seen that kind of a mammoth crowd that came out to watch and to witness the event last Sunday. And while we were there, ALASCOSPICETV was there to bring us some of the details. And this is what we have to report at the beginning of the event.
So today, I'm in the field in the Fun FC training ground. As you can see behind me, there's a competition going on right now. This is the final of the Marlians Competition, and you can see a massive crowd of people. And this is something new that hasn't been happening in the community in a whole long time. And you can see this is the cup for the finals. And this is not about Nigeria. This is all about African community in Cambodia. And it's a gathering of Nigerians, Ivorians, I think people from Cameroon and different parts of the African country highly represented here. And right behind me, you can see a lot of crowd of people here. And these are the fans, the spectators who come to share of what is happening here tonight. It's a big night, and so far we're in the first minute into the second half of the game, and it's 2-2 at the moment. And we don't know how it's going to play out, but there's going to be a winner at the end of tonight. In this Fun FC, as you can see, there's a lot going on. Over there is a guest house right in this venue, and right behind me here there is a bar on the ground floor, and up there is also a bar, and there are places where they have games and all that. It's a cool place for people to come in here and relax, even during the week or after work, that Africans and non-Africans, even as far as Cambodia, come together. There are Cambodian staffs and there are other people that are working here. Yeah, the game is getting tough. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get into the game. I'll be right back after now. See you.
Thank you. Welcome back. It was such a wonderful moment that the people, spectators, and families, they were like all the dignitaries in African communities were there, except Nido, Cambodia president, who was highly represented by one of the officials, Mr. Boyce, the Anambra State leader. And there were representatives of various football associations formed in the community, such as Imperial, Lion, and the rest of them. They were given a table to actually represent themselves in that place. It was a wonderful moment, and this is what we gather from the organizers, where we have to speak to the captain of the team. No other person is Mr. Daniel. He calls himself Daniel International. Daniel is a Ghanaian living in Cambodia, and he's been in Cambodia for such a long time. Let's hear what Daniel has to say.
Well, today what you guys are saying is Marlians is just 2 years now, so we have to make the anniversary. We have to invite everyone to come and enjoy with us, because it's fantastic being in Marlians. You have to know that there's love. Love is everything. Happiness is everything. Without love, without happiness, without unity, there is no one.
Tell us about today football, about the event today.
So today is the two teams in each group. They are playing the final. So we have to give them a trophy and medal for the 4 teams that participate. Thank you.
And also, while we were there, we also met with other officials, which is part of the referee, because we tried to make sure that we touch every aspect of the organization in the Fone FC stadium that evening. And here is what the coach has to say, who is an assistant referee officiating the game.
Oui, à mon humble avis, le tournoi se passe très bien et tout ce que je vois et je pense que tout se passe dans les bonnes conditions, surtout que les deux équipes sont déterminées à jouer le beau football et tout ce que je souhaite à les deux équipes, c'est que le meilleur gagne. Déjà, c'est pas mauvais, je vois déjà le meilleur d'eux, je vois du bon football, je vois quand même chacun se tire la tête de l'eau et ça se passe très bien. Moi, je suis ravi.
Ok, merci beaucoup. Maintenant, le match là, tu dis quoi sur le match, ça va terminer combien?
Je ne peux rien dire puisque je suis arbitre. Tout ce que je sais, c'est que les deux équipes, que le meilleur gagne. Je ne peux pas pronostiquer sur les deux équipes. Tout ce que je sais, c'est que, tout ce que je peux dire, c'est que la meilleure équipe gagne.
Ok. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Everything was going on very well. Everything was good. The environment was energetic and people were enjoying the thing. And the game was such a wonderful game. It was a beautiful football, and the players were so serious. It was such an intense, and the game ended 4-2 in favor of the other part of the Marlians. Actually, they are just Marlians playing against Marlians. So there was no loser and there was no winner. But there was actually a team that won the cup in the night. And here is the team receiving their medals and celebration after the very intense and energy-sucking moment of football of 35 minutes of 6-7 aside competition. It was glorious. We had star players like Awushi Bond, Julius Obio. We had Bata. Bata is also a player that played in the league. Julius played in the league in the previous season. We had other league players as well as non-league players that competed for the Marlians last weekend. And let's enjoy the moment where they were taking the trophies.
One day here. Hey!
We are giving out this one. Join your hands. And the captain it is. Join your
Now, after all these beautiful, beautiful things that came out, now go to the next story. There was something ugly that came at the end of the football thing. It was such a disgraceful and shameful event that happened that night. I think that none of us, including the organizer, saw that coming. It was a fight that broke out. At first, it was between one Mr. Nwamba, a Nigerian living in Cambodia, and another Nigerian, Mr. Ugo. The incident had to be, I don't know, there was no real concrete information about that, but we later found out that the fight came up, or the fight happened between Mr. Nwamba and Ugo over a conflict involving Ugo and his ex-girlfriend, who is now the new girlfriend of Nwamba. And it happened that they were dragging some things, and so many things came up, and it was such an ugly incident that I'm sure that some of you might have seen the video. For those who haven't seen the video yet, let's watch the video, and I'll be right back. Video was just too hard to see. It's just this very disgusting event that happened last Sunday. But be it as it may, what happened has happened, and the Nido Cambodia saw what happened, and immediately kudos to our president, who called for an emergency meeting of over 5 to 10 individuals represented at the emergency meeting that took 3 days to inquire into what happened in Fun FC, and all parties involved were invited to the panel where they were interrogated, and a lot of things. We find that a lot of things. The committee, came up with a resolution to the problem, advising both parties that courtesan is not allowed in Cambodia, and no members of the community is allowed to engage or practice any act of courtesan involving into group fighting and gang fighting and creating disturbing and unwelcome behavior by any Nigerians or any African in this community. So the parties who were involved, there were some damages and all that. The venue where the fight happened, there were some damages, and the owner is asking for some compensation for his damage and all the stuff. And the Nido Cambodia emergency meeting looked into this problem properly, and brought all the parties involved, and at the end peace has finally returned and the right things has been done. And we want Nido made it very clear to all Nigerians that please, we are allowed to have our association, our group, or whatsoever, but whatever that has to lead with group fighting and courtesan or whatsoever that will threaten the life of Nigerians or Africans in Cambodia, as well as the host community, will never be tolerated by anyone of any kind or any capacity. And hence, if this ever repeat again, such people will face the penalty of fighting and causing nuisance in Cambodia and bringing shame to the name of our dear country Nigeria, and also upon every African and Nigerians living in Cambodia. And that person who will carry out such act again will be used as a deterrent and or a scapegoat to show that indeed Nigerians in Cambodia will not tolerate any kind of hooliganism and thuggery in Cambodia.
I don't see front and back. Somebody, Papa.
Thank you and welcome back. All right, now the most important main news of the night is is the e-passport update. There is a some of you are already aware that we have an ongoing exercise of the e-passport in courtesy of NIDO Cambodia. So yesterday we learned that there is an update, and the president actually made some publication in the NIDO official Facebook page. And if you have not, please go and like the NIDO page on Facebook. Just go to NIDO Cambodia page, type it on your Facebook, NIDO Cambodia, and you will see it. And like the page. Liking the page is free. All right, we should learn to have a way of sourcing for information, and NIDO page is a good place to get information. And here is information. Let me just read it out for you, and I will also attach it to this post after now. All right, e-passport update renewal. Update on e-passport renewal. This is the president saying, please note the following important information. 1. Not all children will be attended to. First, except children on Cambodia visa. Parents, please take note and thank you for your understanding. Number 2, please note that people in critical need of the visa extension will be considered first, and hopefully everyone will be attended to at the end of the exercise. Please refer to the previous notice that we brought up out here for you guys. Number 3, you will be contacted by the phone numbers. People will be contacted by the phone numbers provided in their form to come for the exercise. The form that was first filled by those who indicated need for the new passport. Please, we hope that the information you fill were correct, because that is what the NIDO will be using to contact you. And in case you are not aware or you're not sure that some of this information that you filled in your form were not correct, because you know how we are. So get across to NIDO in case you are not sure, and make sure that you're there. And please, there is no rush to the at the office anymore. You will be called, or in case you have, just stay tuned. I'll give you more information on how you can contact NIDO office without going there or just showing up in the office. That is no longer acceptable as for now. And the date of the exercise will be soon announced to us here. So let me continue the reading. You will be contacted by the phone numbers provided in your forms to come for the exercise. Names are already pre-registered and allocated for each day. They have entered the names of all that you have filled in your form, and people have been assigned to come and have their captured or all that they need for their consular assistant at the NIDO office when the officials are finally here. So it's not just business as usual. People will be called to come to the office, and make sure that your phone numbers and the emails that you fill in the form, you are checking on those things regularly. All right. So, and please, where you are going, there is no need to say, come with me. In NIDO office is not a place of fight, so you don't have to be afraid if the NIDO officials are going to eat you alive or something like that. So you just show up at the NIDO office without bringing your friends, or you can go with your friends, but make sure that they don't go with you to the office. They can hang around somewhere waiting. Number 4, please, it is compulsory that you bring along with you the original copy of your passport. I'm not the one saying it. This is the instruction from NIDO office. It said that when you are coming, make sure that you come along with the original copy of your traveling document. Number 5, we are going to ensure that all COVID-19 protocols will be fully observed, and that is why date and time are allocated to applicants. Please, where you are coming, wear your mask and observe social distances. A lot of us, when we just go to the office, we don't really put on. When you arrive in the office, there is a temperature machine at the corner there. Make sure you record in your temperature. It's good for yourself also, in case your temperature is rising, and you get to know how you can deal with all these things. And when you arrive at the office, there is a notebook and a pen. And you will see a signboard that says, please register. Sign your name. Don't write nickname like something else. Make sure you write down your official name on your document. Indicate the time you are arriving. Indicate the purpose of which you are arriving in the office. And then sign at the end of the day. then put your valid phone number, because some of you, when you put an invalid number, when there is need for the office to contact you, they won't be able to contact you. Then you will make the situation more complicated. So please ensure that you are filling in the right information when you arrive. And when you get to the office, don't rush too close. Make sure you observe the COVID-19 social distances, because they start to stand at the office. And lastly, if you have any question, okay, for those of you who always have questions or who are confused, or there are people like that. So in case you have any questions or you have some concerns that you would like to pass across to NIDO, please, you are advised to send or call or contact them on the number I'm going to call out now. This is the number on the screen: 085-788-22. I repeat, 085-788-22. That is a phone number. You can save that number in your phone, and you can contact the NIDO office on WhatsApp. Please avoid rushing to the office. Let's try to obey the order, the rules and regulation of the office by not rushing to that place. You wait at home, or you can place a call or send a message to that number. There will be someone handling the phone who will take your calls and who will respond to all your messages, courtesy of NIDO Cambodia. Thank you for your patience and understanding. So this is it, and that information is coming from the office of the president of NIDO Cambodia, Mr. Austin himself. Everyone, we all know him. And this information is brought to you by NIDO Cambodia. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please, let's make sure that we follow the rules of the Epassport. It's very, very vital. And we go for a break. BACA News. We'll be right back.
The guest house is on registration. The name of the guest house is Jayara Guest House. Yeah, and we have about 10 rooms here. All the rooms has AC, bed, fridge, bathroom, and all the necessary things that is needed. We also serve breakfast like akara and akamo, beans, Cambodian breakfast. Sometimes we mix with Italian breakfast. Yeah.
Where is this place?
Here is a Jayara Guest House near Fun FC.
What's the street number?
39, house number 42.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this place is owned by Africans?
Yes.
And these are the stuff you sell?
Yes.
Okay. What's all this? Can you come? Tell us.
This is a Cambodian medicine natural like house.
Okay. How long has this place been?
Yeah, it has been maybe 3 months now, existing for past 3 months.
Okay. Fully registered?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, thank you very much.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Still on the news, Do It All. Everyone knows Do It All, right? I call it DIA, D-I-A. Do It All set to shut Cambodia down on the 12th of December. It's going to be a wonderful time. The COVID-19 has kept everyone away, and it's been over a year plus that we've not really put ourselves together to our party, and the government has given a go-ahead for fun seekers to get together to have some fun and make some plan and make sure there is no fighting, because Do It All will be making sure that all security protocols are fully in place on the 12th of December. You are free, and the door is free, and this event is put together by Do It All and ALASCOSPICE Entertainment, the one and only. And please, when you're coming, come with love and have some fun. All right, so now last week also, so many things happened last week that I can't really, I can't place my fingers around it. All right, so last week I went out in the night somewhere in the riverside just to go and meet a friend, and we did something, and we had some catch up, and there were a lot of things going on, and at the end of the day I was running it, and we decided to hang out somewhere on 172. And I witnessed something that I find really, really weird, and I would like us to watch this video.
See human being. And I don't see funny things what they see for this life. See this guy. He just drive reach somewhere. See. It all crash. You might be asleep on top of bike. The bike there on. Now, wow.
Video you just watched is a video of a man. It's something I find very, 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 very strange. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of a thing since I've been here. There was this local guy, Kamaiman, who was obviously resting on his motorbike, and my friend and I, when we got out of the car, we thought that he was okay, and we thought we were just trying to get something off his shoes or in the motorbike and stuff like that. And it's like 2-3 minutes, there was no movement, there was nothing, there was no sign, and we went a bit closer to take a video of him, and we find out that this guy was just like that. We didn't know if he was alive or something like that, and being concerned, I went to the nearby place to alert the security that, look, there's something happening with that dude over there, and we don't know what if he's still alive or if he's just drunk. And it's very weird to find someone sleeping on a motorbike very comfortably at that moment, at that spot, at that particular time of the night. So we reported the incident to the security, and they promised to check on the guy, and we hope that it was just ordinary thing and then nothing bad happened. I'll be keeping an eye on the news if anything else will come up about that man, but I'm very sure that since nothing else, that means that he was just a drunk person or he was tired, and everything else came back to normal. So guys, please, when you know that you are going out and you're going to drive home, make sure you don't drink irresponsibly, okay? Safety first. And whenever you are out in the night late, and you know these days it's very easy to get around, get a tuk-tuk, or make sure you get a pass app to take you home, or just call a taxi. And make sure that you always remember your loved ones in whatever you do, okay? Let's be safety conscious of these days. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful, and this is the news. And in case you miss it out, I'll just give you the recap of the story. Marlians celebrated 2 years anniversary in Cambodia, and there was an ugly fight that happened in that night that not one person is happy about that. My name is Harry. It's been wonderful. Thank you, and see you in another edition of BACA News. No time to tell time. Peace.